Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. A few weeks ago, I shared with you my top 3 Korean skincare brands and crowned Numbuzin as the world's best Korean skincare brand of 2026. Well, in the comments of that video, you guys all asked for a deeper dive into Numbuzin. You said I didn't quite do it justice, too short a segment. So, we're dedicating a whole video just to Numbuzin, the best products that brand has to offer, and in my opinion, how to use them in order to maximize results. Sit back, relax, and let's celebrate the world's greatest Korean skincare brand. Now, of course, this is subjective. Numbuzin for me are the absolute pinnacle of Korean skincare right now, and I know so many of you guys out there love them too. So reach down into the comments and share with me your own Numbuzin experiences, the products that worked for you, maybe some of those that didn't. Let's get that conversation going. Know that, as always, whilst I'm fangirling heavily about one brand in today's video, this is entirely sponsorship and paid partnership free. You will never see an ad here on Mad About Skin because I pride myself on turning down that coin so I can speak from the heart and never the wallet. So if you appreciate true independence in the skincare community, well, you're in the right place. And if you could reach down and give the video a big thumbs up and a like, this really does support me so much, because the more likes the video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. So from the bottom of my heart, I love to each and every one of you. Now, without further ado, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. So let's start out with why I think Numbuzin are the world's greatest Korean skincare brand of 2026. Now, don't get me wrong, there are other amazing K skincare brands out there, and I captured some of my other favourites, the honourable mentions, the runners-up, in that video that I referenced earlier. I'm going to dig that out and I'll link it up there if you do want to check it out. There is so much that the Korean skincare market has to offer, but I feel that Numbuzin sits head and shoulders above all the competition for a few key reasons. First and foremost, price point. Now, the cost of Korean skincare has inched up a lot in the last couple of years. We've seen price rise on price rise on price rise. So previously super affordable brands such as CosRx and Medicube now come with a much higher price point. You're looking at spending maybe £35 to £40 per serum for some of these brands, and that is a lot more than I personally look to spend when it comes to Korean skincare. Numbuzin have kept to their core beliefs of affordable, effective, and sensitive skin friendly, and you can still pick up Numbuzin products for between £15 and £20, which is the price point that I personally like to shop where I can, especially if you're getting phenomenal formulations. And I guess that's reason two, because Numbuzin, their formulations are phenomenal. They don't just chase the latest popular or viral skincare product like brands such as Medicube do. They focus down on what's going to give you those long-term benefits, what the science is saying, and what really we need to be incorporating into our skincare routine. So whilst they do have some super popular skincare ingredients in their collection, they also focus down on some of the unsung heroes. Ingredients like glutathione, which is one of the best brightening agents but can be really difficult to find in your skincare routine. Well, Numbuzin have a range of glutathione containing products, and that's one example of where they've clearly followed the science and what has been said to be the best ingredients when it comes to performance, rather than just virality and what's super popular. Also, when it comes to Numbuzin, I love the fact that they're easy to purchase. So, Korean skincare can be tricky to get your hands on. I know that. The struggle was real until about 2 years ago, where the popularity just meant it became super accessible. And I would say that Numbuzin is probably the easiest to get of the Korean skincare brands here in the West. And that definitely does factor into my purchasing decisions. Whilst I'm never afraid to go on a little bit of a search and a hunt for some of my favourites, I do like it when the product is easy to buy and always in stock. And Numbuzin really seem to have their stock control right. You can always buy that favorite product of yours, it's never out of stock, and it's super easy to access. And you know what, that's something that means something to me, and I like the idea that if I get really hooked on a product, I can keep buying it time and time again. It's not out of stock, it hasn't been reformulated, it hasn't been withdrawn, which is often the experience you get with a lot of Korean skincare brands. Not with Numbuzin. They're super consistent, and that for me is a huge tick in the box. But that's enough fangirling about the brand itself. I want to share with you what I think are the absolute best products from Numbuzin. If you're tempted, if at this point you're thinking, yes, this is a brand I want to invest in, that I want for my skincare routine, these are the products that I think stand above and beyond the rest of their collection. So first up, their whole 9+ line. Now, Numbuzin have this numbering system, which I find super confusing. I don't really know what any of it means. So I would generally say ignore the numbers, because If you know what they mean, I mean, all credit to you. I have searched and searched and searched, and I have no idea what they're going on about. So I ignore the numbers and instead focus down on the ingredients. With one exception, their 9+ line, which I understand to be focused down on anti-aging, is honestly, the whole line is just perfection. They did at one point, I don't know if they still do this, so I will have a little look and I'll leave a link to this if I can find it alongside all the other products mentioned down in the description box. They did do this like trial kit for the 9+ line where you got the whole range in a little minis kit. This is what first got me hooked on this particular line within Numbuzin, and then I bought the full size of them going forward. I'll see if I can find this. If I can, I'll link it down in the description box below if it's still for sale. But you can still get all the full size products. And this 9+ line really focuses down on effective long-term anti-aging. Super affordable, really sensitive skin friendly, which I love, but pack a punch with multiple different actives. One of my favorite products from them is the Essence. This is an Numbuzin NAD Bio Lifting Essence. Again, from the 9+ range, you can see it there. This is the mini. The bigger size comes like this, but I actually got this because I'm going to travel in a little bit, so I'm taking some minis with me. This is phenomenal. 50 different peptides, all focused down on different benefits. Some will plump the skin, others will hydrate. You've got some which will even out the skin tone, and a whole host of them that are going to boost collagen and elastin for great anti-aging. You've got the NAD in here, which is going to help fade hyperpigmentation, and at the margins help boost collagen further. This plumps, it hydrates, it gives you that bouncy glass skin that we all crave, and it's super lightweight. If you're looking for a serum that doesn't weigh you down, very hot here in the UK right now, I want lightweight skincare. This doesn't weigh you down, and yet it really does pack a punch. Let me just show you the bounce that you get on this, because I think this is where it really comes into its own and shows how effective it is. So this is the serum, and if you can see, look at that. That texture is what gives you that beautiful bounce, that impossible finish, and like I say, 50 peptides all going to work for you to maximize collagen, help fade your hyperpigmentation, and give you that plump, juicy skin that we all crave. In that same line though, they also do under eye patches, which I really love. I'm not someone that patches every day. Is that word, patches every day? You know what I mean. I don't use an under eye patch every day, but when I'm going to a big event, or I want to like look my skin best, or I haven't got enough sleep and I need a little help, I'll pop these on, and they're infused with all those peptides alongside retinoids, alongside brightening ingredients. They really work. They do a toner version. This also has the NAD. You've got your 50 peptides. This also has a little touch of PDRN in there, which is again is another pro collagen ingredient. And this has a light luminosity to it, so it's going to really help you cheat a good skin day, give you that glow up in the immediate term, in the long term give you all that anti-aging. And then last but by no means least, they do an eye cream. Again, packed full of those peptides, but also containing retinoid. It now contains retinal. They upgraded the formula, which I really appreciate. Retinal meaning this is one of my favorite eye creams. This whole line is amazing, and I would say you can absolutely buy the whole lot, use it in your skincare routine, and that will give you great results. Or you can just buy one and use them interchangeably. I'd say, for example, the Essence and the toner, I would buy one or the other. You don't necessarily need both unless you're feeling extra and want those extra benefits, in which case you can. But for me, if you want the glow up, get the toner. If you want all the anti-aging without such a glowy look, get the Essence. Use them together if you want. Either or is also fine. Now, I spoke earlier about the brand's use of glutathione, which is my favourite ingredient for fading hyperpigmentation, boosting radiance and luminosity, and can be really hard to find for your skincare routine. Not with Numbuzin. They have a whole line packed full of it. It's their 5+ line. Again, the numbering can be confusing. Don't worry about it. There are 2 products from that line that I would recommend. First and foremost, we have, and I'm going to read this out because it comes with a super long name. This is the glutathione tranexamic acid advanced dark spot ampule. This is the best way of kicking in your hyperpigmentation routine. I don't use this every day because I feel it works best if you use it for like a month and then you can move on to maintenance. This will tackle and help you get on top of your hyperpigmentation within a month if you use it as per their instructions every day. Be consistent with it. Within a month, you'll be on top of your hyperpigmentation, and then you can use other actives to really go into maintenance mode. Now, I know a lot of people just use this consistently, which is absolutely fine. The way I use it is I do it for a full month. Use the full product. It comes with 2 little vials. Each vial will last you 2 weeks, so you get a month worth of product in it. use it for the full month, and then I'll switch it up. That just is what I use to really kickstart my hyperpigmentation routine. If at the end of summer I feel that some of my hyperpigmentation might have darkened a little bit, I'll do a month's course of this, and that'll just help correct it. It's just a great flash fix, and I would say the strongest hyperpigmentation serum I think that exists on the Korean skincare market. You can use it long term, but for me, I use it as like a 1 month flash fix to just help me get on top of stuff. They also do these within that same line, which is the vitamin niacinamide concentrated pads. So these are these toner pads that you can just dab on the skin, wipe it over. Great mechanism of just adding something different, a different texture to your routine, because sometimes it can be a bit boring just applying serum after serum after serum. Something in pad form just mixes it up a little bit. I personally like that. They do a serum version of this if you would prefer it just in standard serum. Same formula, just different delivery mechanism. I like the pads because it contains that glutathione, and what you can do is actually stick it. If you've got an area of stubborn hyperpigmentation, stick a pad to it. Leave it on for 10 minutes, peel it off, and then you can wipe the pad across the rest of the face. That 10-minute contact is what's going to give you the elevated results that I don't think you can get from a serum, and you can then use the rest of the product just all over the face to help, you know, everywhere, just achieve a more even skin tone. These are super concentrated. I love the fact they're in those pads, so I can just slap it on and get that extra dose. But like I say, however you use it, this is a real stunning product, and I don't think I've ever seen anything else like it on the market, which is why, again, Numbuzin doing something different in a world which can seem a little bit samey at times. Numbuzin are really doing something different, and that's another reason I absolutely love them. So the recommendations today have all come from 2 specific lines. The 9+ line for the anti-aging, they're the ones that come in the purple packaging. You've then got the 5+ line, which focus down on fading dark spots and hyperpigmentation, which generally will come in the yellow packaging. So far, so straightforward, I like to think. But I want to throw in a couple of honourable mentions that come from the other lines within the Numbuzin collection. This has been my absolute holy grail cleanser for the past 3 years. This is the Numbuzin Glutathione Spa Facial Cleanser. Again, glutathione, great for brightening the skin, but this is the nicest cleansing experience you will ever have. It's a beautiful oil, which is great if you want to do facial massage, get everything moving. Oil like this is phenomenal because it retains its slip. It emulsifies into a beautiful milk when you add water and rinses away without a trace. So if you're looking for a cleansing oil that doesn't leave a film, this is the one. The glutathione is going to help at the margins with your hyperpigmentation, but the scent, if you want to bring the spa into your home without a luxury price point, this is the product you need. I absolutely love it, and I use this when I need a little heavy duty cleanse. Maybe I've used multiple layers of water resistant SPF, I might be wearing some makeup, I need something to really shift that. This is the product I go for, and the fact that you get that gorgeous scent just is music to my ears. And then finally, my summer skincare staple. As you can see, I've got one on hand for when it runs out, and I've got one on the go. This is the Numbuzin Panthogenic B5 Active Soothing Cream. This is a lightweight gel, which so hydrating, so moisturizing, but gel-like, so it doesn't weigh the skin down. Great for summer. I'm going to show you how to use this. You just put a little of this. Please keep this in the fridge. You have not experienced cooling till you've put this in the fridge and applied it to the skin. It is the most beautiful lightweight gel that actually adds hydration into the skin. Most gel hydrators, most gel moisturizers are useless. This actually adds the hydration back into the skin to plump, but the cooling, the soothing, the B5 for calming. If you are struggling under the summer heat, buy this. Promise me you will rush off and buy this now. Keep it in the fridge. A little goes a long way. This will be the ultimate cooling experience and will be your best friend, your ride or die bestie in those warmer summer months. It is melting hot here in the UK right now. I'm filming under studio lights. This is my savior. I can splash my skin with a little cool water, apply this on straight from the fridge, and I will be back to zen, calm and cool once again. It is that good. If you don't believe me, try it. It's not expensive, and trust me, you will be buying this every summer, because it's never steered me wrong. 3 summers going, still there. I have multiples because I am never going to be without this one. And there you have a little bit of a deeper dive into Numbuzin, the products from the brand that I genuinely think are worth it and have been in my skincare routine consistently for the longest time period. They are the greatest Korean skincare brand of 2026 because they blend functionality, epic formulations, beautiful price points, and something different. They're not following trends, they're setting them. And that is the reason why Numbuzin are up here, where all of the other K skincare brands follow. Do you agree? Or do you think I've missed out your personal favourite Korean skincare brand? Reach down into the comments section and let me know. And if you've watched it this far, in what has been a bit of a longer video, you know, we had a lot of fangirling to get through. So if you've reached it to the bitter end, let me know by dropping the Korean flag emoji down in the comments. That way I can thank you personally for being here to the bitter end, because you guys mean the world to me. And wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, I love your skin. Take care. Bye.